Hey guys, welcome back. This is Tarun again, welcoming you back with yet another fitness video for you folks. Now, I get a lot of questions from everyone, asking me that, Tarun, can you please tell us a good training split for us? A training split which can help us, give us those results that we actually want. A training split, which is yet effective and can do the trick in lesser sessions. So guys, here's my response to this. This video is all about training splits. I'm not going to be sharing like a magical training program with you folks. I'm going to be sharing something which you already may know, but probably having challenges implementing it. So this video is about you identifying the right training split for yourself. I'm just going to be facilitating that process for you. Now, how do you choose a training split? Before you actually get down to choosing a training split, let's understand, what exactly is your goal? Because most of the people, when they think or when they talk about fitness or when they talk about training, they really don't know a goal in mind. They don't have a goal in mind. They just think that, we just have to go to the gym. It doesn't work like that, guys. I know you may be taking supplements, you may be eating healthy, you may be eating high protein food, but unless and until you have a goal in mind in terms of how you want to look like, you're actually shooting in the dark. So first, my humble request to you is identify a goal for yourself. How do you want to look like? Put up a picture of a guy who you idolize, who you want to look like depending on your body type. If you look like Ranbir Kapoor and you put up a poster of, let's say, Arnold Schwarzenegger, obviously that's unrealistic. Identify your body type, somebody who you can relate and somebody who you can come closer to. That's one. Identify that goal for yourself. After identify a goal, understand your age, how old are you, and understand, how much effort can you put into that training. Like when I say effort, let's say, what's your lifestyle like? Your lifestyle could be, are you a working professional? Are you a student? How much time can you devote to fitness? Because there is no end to it. Because fitness requires discipline and commitment, plus a lot of time. Because the more time you're going to give into fitness, the more you're going to get out of it. It's as simple as that. Now, if your lifestyle is hectic, which means if you're working somewhere, if you're a working professional, your job makes you travel a lot, chances of you giving time to fitness will be very, very limited. So you need to understand and you need to identify that time slot, maybe 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week. Identify it, understand it, and then work backwards. You can't have a goal and then say, I'm going to work towards it no matter what. No, you need to have a lifestyle in place. You need to understand what exactly you do. After you understood that, okay, this is my age and this is what my lifestyle looks like. I'm a student and I get this much time, or I'm a working professional, I get this much time, morning, evening. Then I understand my limitations. That do I like to lift heavy, or do I like to lift light weights? What are my strengths? Because I'll give you my own example. Like my strength has always been weight training. My strength was never about running. My strength was never about functional training. But there are a lot of people out there, whose strength is about, they love to run. But if your goal is aesthetics, if your goal is to pack on muscles, then you have to figure out a way wherein that, you don't do that much cardio, but at the same time, you focus on your strength area, which is cardio, and also limit and also strengthen your weakness, which is, could be your strength training, or it could be, lifting heavy weights. So you have to balance these things out. So these are on the generic side. This is something that you really need to focus what exactly you really have in mind, and what are your limitations, the time constraint, your lifestyle, your job, your everything around it. Once you've zeroed down on it, now when the rubber hits the road, now it's time for you to understand, okay, what are my training splits? How can I train? Let's start with I'm not even going to talk about body types yet. I'm going to talk about a general training split, guys. A very basic general training split. You go to any gym, this is something standard, and trust me, when I say standard, I don't by no means saying that it's inferior or it doesn't work. It still works. Some of the like for example, the push and pull workouts still continue to work, and it rocks. Because remember, guys, you pick up Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding by Arnold, or you pick up any biggest bodybuilding book, there are certain programs, certain training splits which will never go out of fashion. Push and pull is one of them. Now what is push and pull? Push and pull is nothing but one day you do a push workout and the second day you do a pull workout. Now push workout, for example, so I'm going to give so what could be a training split for that? So on a Monday you do back bicep, on Tuesday or Wednesday you do chest tricep, and on a Wednesday you do legs and shoulders. Simple. So it's like these 3-day training splits. So these 3 training splits, when you do, works. Depending, again, it all boils down to your own time that you have. If you have 3 days and to train, you can figure that out. You can work out a 3-day training split like that. But remember, guys, whenever you choose a training split, I'll go back to that point yet again. You need to understand that how much time do you have in hand that you can actually give it to this training methodology. And now that's a 3-day training split. Now some people do a 2-day training split, which means a 1-day upper body, the second day lower body. So the upper body could include your chest, back, arms, forearms, everything, and second day could be your lower body, which includes your glutes, hamstrings, calves, ankle, everything. So that's a 2-day training split. Plus there are like now there are some youngsters out there who are very keen, who have time on their hands. They do like a 6-day training split, which means they train one body part every day. For example, Monday they'll do back, Tuesday they'll do arms, Wednesday they'll do chest, and Thursday they'll do legs, and so on and so forth. The idea for them is to work 6 days a week. But does that mean that working out more will lead to better results? Chances are, if you're doing it scientifically, if you're doing it right, if you're eating clean, if you're training right, yes, it will work in your favor. But if you're doing everything right, but you're messing around with your diet, you're not sleeping well, or your lifestyle is such that it makes you travel a lot, you're missing out your workout sessions a lot, then probably you will not get the same result. And remember, there are days in your life, there are phases in your life when you do everything. Trust me, when you do everything but body doesn't respond, and it happens to me a lot, guys, a lot. Trust me that I may take the right supplementation, I may take the right diet, I may take the right training pattern, I sleep on time, but there have been days, there have been phases that my body just doesn't respond. But does that mean you give up? No, you don't give up. You continue to work towards it, because once body will respond to it, because you have to try out different things here and there. Coming back to your training split, understand your limitation, understand your strengths, understand your lifestyle, and basis that choose a training split that works for you. There is no rocket science in choosing a training split. You could do a push-pull workout, you could do a upper body, lower body workout, you could do probably a 5-day training split attacking every body part in the gym, or 2 split body part. That's entirely your call. You can choose different exercises. There is Google there. There are plus a lot many gym trainers. If nothing else, they would exactly know they may not know the exercise names, but they will definitely know the exercises that they can help you with. So that ways you can get a lot of support from on ground from some gym trainers. Any gym trainer, from a basement gym guy to a high-end gym trainer, they would know everything about exercises. But what you really need to focus is understanding your own goals, understanding your own aspirations. Have a very realistic goal in mind, guys. Have a very realistic ambition that this is what you want to do, and set smaller goals for yourself. And every time you achieve that goal, check mark that yes, I've done it. Time for me to move on to the next goal. And if you've been having trouble achieving that goal, especially with your training, understand what's going wrong with that training. Remember, what happens is that there are days when you would have high intensity days. You would want to train very heavy, you would want to load your body with heavy weights, and your body will respond. There are days when your body will not respond, which is absolutely fine, guys. You just have to balance the two together. Remember, fitness is 90% all mental game. It's about the mind to muscle connection that I always tell you. If you really are determined that you will make it happen, you will make it happen. And trust me, no supplement, no steroid, no peptide, no HGH can help you with this. It's only your own friggin' mind which will help you get to your results. So choose a training split which you feel comfortable with. The gym trainers can help you. Choose a training program which you feel comfortable, bases your strength and your goals in mind. But my only humble request to you is, whatever you do, choose a training program which you can very well implement or imbibe in your lifestyle. It doesn't have to come, you don't have to get inconvenient, wherein that you have to kind of squeeze out that time and then probably, you can't not giving your 100%. That is where you have to compromise on results. So I hope this information comes in handy to you. I hope you designed a program basis your lifestyle, not the other way around. Any one of you who need any help around this, understanding your lifestyle and what we can actually plug things together, feel free to reach out to me either on my Facebook, YouTube or Instagram. Yes guys, there are times when I don't get to respond to all your questions immediately because I get many questions, but that doesn't mean I don't respond to them. I will respond to them. I may take a little time, but I'll definitely get back to you with a solution. So until we meet again, peace.